how do you feel about all of your progress in your journey, and if there was anything you wanted to change, what would it be?
Well, before, I mean, when I first began, like, or in the middle of, like, me beginning my weight loss journey, I couldn't really see any sort of accomplishment because it is a mental thing, like not being able to see your accomplishments and seeing how much weight you like. Obviously, other people have seen, they see me, they used to see me, beginning my weight loss journey and would give me the comment, oh my god, you're getting so skinny, oh my god, you're slimming down. But for me, that was so hard to like take, like, wait a minute. People go from insulting me, calling me all sorts of insults, and now they're complimenting me and admiring my weight loss supposedly. Something's not right. And when you go such a long time, your whole adolescent life with this sort of mindset and consuming all of the insults and fat jokes, I made it seem like it never bothered me, but really when I was by myself, it really did destroy me and my self-esteem for quite a long time. And it still does linger in my mind till this day, but I allow my ego and my confidence to sort of like counteract it and make myself realize how much I've accomplished over the years with weight loss and just mentally. But it is difficult to change the lenses and just give yourself props for how much you've accomplished. If for anyone who has ever gone through this journey with weight loss or a fitness journey in general, it's difficult to go from like thinking less of yourself, not having any sort of self-esteem whatsoever with your appearance or how your body looks, and just wanting to be different, wanting to be like everybody else, wanting to have that summer bod, to now everybody is admiring you and admiring your weight loss and admiring how you look. And it is difficult to just, see yourself that way, to just sort of change yourself mentally and just change how you view yourself. But now I look at myself and I no longer see that overly obese teenager anymore who just thought less of himself and thought he couldn't really accomplish anything and just thought he was doomed for life. And that's just how I was just meant to look and how I was going to permanently look for the rest of my life. Now I see this stud. Surprisingly, I just see this young, stud, who knows how to dress, who takes care of himself, who's accomplished so much mentally and physically, who just can't stop looking at himself and admiring himself and taking pictures and just constantly checking how I look. And even outfits, like, I know a lot of people don't really give this enough credit, like, oh, it's just clothes. To me, like, this, I couldn't fit into this. Or just something such as jeans, I couldn't fit into when I was overweight. So being that I can fit into these now and just put together, such great outfits that I've always wanted to wear all my life, instead of just sweatpants and sweatshirts and oversized graphic tees, is a freaking accomplishment. It's, amazing to me. I always appreciate it every single day.
Approximately when did you start your weight loss journey, and how do you recall starting your first diet?
I started my first diet along with my weight loss journey November of 2023, when I was going in for a physical before a surgery that I was going to have done for my shoulder after dislocating it a majority of times after, a football incident. And obviously during a physical, they weigh you. I stepped on the scale and I saw it read 350 pounds. After feeling so much emotion, so much shock and anguish and, humiliation, and just my mind was just spiraling. I just couldn't believe I let myself get to this point. So my doctor comes in after seeing the results, and he gives it to me straight. He says, not only are you too young to be over 300 pounds, but if you don't drop the weight anytime soon, I can't like give you this surgery. I can't let this be done. It is very life threatening due to your size. It You will most likely lose your life on the operating table if you don't do something soon. Obviously, I was tired. It was either lose the weight, get the surgery done, or get bigger and live the rest of my life with a shoulder that just kept popping out if I sneezed too hard. So I chose to drop the weight and get the surgery done on December of 2023, a month later. And after that, I felt good about myself. I got like my first like official like taste of accomplishment. And I just didn't want to stop, and it turned to a like couple of year long, 2 year long weight loss journey, and made me the man who I am now.
How did you maintain your workout and diet?
Well, like everybody else who once has gone through a weight loss journey or fitness journey in general, I went to the gym. I maintained a healthy diet, reduced certain things that I was eating before, like junk food, for like greens such as spinach and uh, proteins such as fish, or as Hispanics like to call it, bacalaitos. Uh, it was all, protein based, a lot of fiber, and I still continue that diet till this day. But what mainly helped me physically was just long walks, whether it was just walks around my neighborhood or where I feel mostly at peace, the Williamsburg Bridge. And at first, obviously, it being such a long walk, it did tire me out the first couple of times. But what really distracted me was just more like the scenery. Seeing the people, enjoying the nice weather, or enjoying the graffiti and seeing the trains and boats go by. I just would see all that and just be up there and feel just free. And my mind would clear up so much, and I would just pretty much forget the overweight person that I was, and just forget, what I look like, and ignore all the people around me, and forget all the judgment and criticism I've gotten for how my body used to be. And obviously, I don't receive that much now, but I never stop just going there, whether I got to clear my mind off from work or school or just anything going on in my personal life. I still go to the Williamsburg Bridge to just not only get the exercise in, but just to clear my mind up and just feel at my best and free.
Okay. What was the hardest part about maintaining weight loss once the motivation is gone?
I would say the hardest part, once, like, I'm not usually one that loses motivation, per se. I always want to keep going and want to do better. But I do have my days where I just kind of don't want to do anything. I just want to lay back and just not do anything, not work out, and just relieve myself mentally. But obviously, me being one, I'm a let's admit it, I'm a doom scroller, and I follow a lot of influencers who were once overweight and have transformed themselves into amazing bodybuilders, and that was part of what influenced my weight loss journey as well, and helped me drop so much weight, over 130 something pounds, in like about a year or so. So I see it, I see that, obviously when you're laying back, you doom scroll, you see things pop up like that, and I'm one that easily gets motivated and influenced by that. So it turns from I don't want to do nothing all day to, you know what? I'm just gonna stop being lazy. I gotta do something. obviously I know those who have gone through similar journeys, they feel more of a difference, uh, more health wise, you know, whether if they were bedridden or they just couldn't, you know, do certain things physically. But for me, it was more of a mental struggle with body dysmorphia, which a lot of people tend to overlook when they see others like myself go through a major weight loss journey. For those who don't really know about body dysmorphia is more difficult than what it appears to be. Like, you can look at your absolute best, chiseled, six pack, the biggest summer bod, you know, anyone could possibly imagine. But if you were once overweight, it's super hard to just, you know, pretty much, as a wise man once told me, change the lenses and look at yourself and admire your progress. You're still viewing yourself as this hideous, overweight, not good enough individual. And it really does mess you up mentally.
How do you feel about all of your progress?
Obviously, when I lost all the weight, it took me a while to just change the lenses and view how much I've, you know, accomplished when it came to my weight loss. But now I still struggle with that. Like, I don't really give myself I don't really give myself enough credit a lot of the time. Like, I always look at myself and sometimes think I could do better. I could do this. I can, you know, do just so much better, you know, physically, and accomplish more when it comes to my fitness goals and my fitness schedule. But most days now, I look at myself and I change the lenses. I realize that I am better and I have accomplished so much that nobody could possibly imagine in just less than a year, losing over 130 pounds. That's, I don't know about y'all, but that, to me, that's freaking astounding. And I now just view myself, and I just, I mean, look at me, for Christ's sakes. I'm, you know, I'm super good looking. Cut that. Hold on, cut that.
You can say. Do you have any words of advice and people you want to shout out for helping you along?
I mean, I don't really give advice. Everybody goes through, like, if I'm being realistic, everybody has their own way of going through this weight loss journey and has their own method and does their own thing and accomplishes their goals in a variety of ways. But something I will tell people who have gone through the same mental battle with body dysmorphia that I have, you're no longer that same person you were years prior. You're doing much better than you think you are. Stop doubting yourself. Give yourself the benefit of the doubt. Don't be afraid to be confident. Don't be afraid to embrace your ego. Be cocky. Be conceited. You deserve all the confidence that you were meant to have. You were born to have.
Alright. How did you feel before you pursued your weight loss journey?
Well, even at my biggest, which was 350 pounds, I was always a pretty healthy person. Like, I always kept active, even as a young adolescent. Like, I was a linebacker. I started working out, so I was always pretty healthy. Obviously, physically, I feel more of a difference. Like, things I can do now, physically, I could not do back when I was my biggest. However, the only thing that I feel different from now comparing to back then is more mentally. That's the only thing I feel different. Like, I feel different mentally, I will say. Repeat the question again.
How did you feel before you pursued your weight loss journey?
Obviously, now I can do more things physically that I couldn't do back when I first started my weight loss journey, when I was at my biggest at 350 pounds. However, a lot of people don't really realize, for me, it was more of a mental battle, if anything.
Okay. Alright. Where are you at in your life as of now?
Well, currently I am a student attending BMCC, Borough Manhattan Community College. And when it comes to my weight now, I'm currently sitting at 210 pounds, going from 350 to 210.
Good. How did you feel before you pursued your weight loss journey?
Obviously, I'm able to do things more now that I couldn't do back then, such as like I could do push-ups now, walk longer distances. What?
Oh, bro, you were doing fine.
No, because
How did you feel before you pursued your weight loss journey?
Well, obviously now I can do more things mentally. Fuck.
It's okay. I get it. Go.
Fuck. Hold on. Let me think of it.
First.
What I want to say.
Alright.
Like obviously now.
Well, I had to ask the question first.